What's up, paddlers? Paul here. Yeah, so I'm putting new tires on my bike. Okay, they're not new, they're used, but I wanted to see if I could fit 25C tires on my old road bike. I say old, it's not super old, it's like from the 80s, but it's, I guess, old enough. Just take a look. Oh, wrong buttons. Ah, touching stuff. There it is. My old Cannondale. Alright. So, that's today's goal plan thing. Nintendo 64. My gimbal's, it's on a tripod mount, and it's not on a tripod. So, didn't plan today. Well, I did, I guess. My schedule, work schedule's not a schedule. It's like I got a text yesterday saying, oh, I'll be there in the morning, you can sleep in. Great, I like sleeping in, but stop messing with my schedule. I sleep in for one job, I want to wake up for another one. I was going to get up and go ride my bike this morning, but instead I stayed in bed because my shoulder hurts a lot, actually. Anyway, here's me ranting on and whining about my shoulder. I say whining, man, it really hurts. Alright, tripod going into, or gimbal going into tripod, so shaky bits. Yeah. Why is not my videos playing? Oops, other way. Just pan around as I walk over to this word's directions towards the front of the store. There we go. So if anybody wants to ever pay attention and watch what I watch on the TV, I've got some videos that I add to my playlist. Most of them are mine. That's because I can always turn around when somebody comes in, oh, mountain bike, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I do stuff like that. So I've added a few other people. Danny McCaskill has some videos in here. BK42 channel has some videos on my playlist. Ashton Martin has some videos on here. Colin Furs. What's up, man? I just said that I have videos on your videos on my playlist. I have a Colin Furs video where he took this old like box store mountain bike and he chopped most of the tubes off of it and put like giant springs, and he made a whole bike out of springs. It was great. Sorry, I gotta put the volume on my thing. Yeah, man. I actually gotta probably add some more of your videos. Some of your newer stuff is awesome. It's definitely worthy of making it onto my. Oops, that's a little shaky. Onto my current at the shop playlist. Oh yeah, nice. Sorry, I disappeared for a second. I had to go get my bike. I'm doing bike things today. Look at that. I'm sort of riding, but today I am. Hopefully you can hear me from here. I am trying to be as loud as I can without being too obnoxious. Go in. I'm gonna pull it a little bit closer. I missed the last thing you said. Which flag? Oh, I do have a flag over there. That flag? It's a little backwards. So I'm using my my mobile phone. I've got my Samsung Galaxy S7. I'm streaming directly from that, so that works. I have a lot of stuff here. I don't know which way right and left is. My phone's backwards. Let me pan down a little bit too as well. I forget I'm on a gimbal. So yeah, I stream directly from my phone, which the audio is usually really good on this. I'm limited though. I'm hoping that when the new owner comes in, him and I are going to start doing some live streams together. We might do some like maintenance stuff. And I got to fix my headset on this. It's really tight. So that way he's just going to hold my gimbal for me and he can walk around and like while I'm working on a bike and stuff like that, he can kind of do close-up shots and things things like that. So today I am, mostly I'm just swapping out inner tubes on a tire. I got a hold of some slightly wider tires for my road bike that I wanted to try out. We weren't sure if they would fit in my frame, but it looks like I have lots of room in my frame. Pop around over here, get to move the tripod. I love having a gimbal. The gimbal's amazing. I'm so glad I spent the money on this thing. Pan around, whew, there's my bike. So tires today, man. I put wider tires on. I made the mistake of not having the right tools to put these on with my shoulder hurting. I don't quite have the grip strength to pop them onto the rim. But yeah, I know they're awesome. But so there's a tool, a specific tool, and that's what I want to kind of do with my live streams, is occasionally pop out some very useful tools. This is referred to as a bead jack tool. It helps set the bead of the tire. So if you got a really stubborn tire, it's really tight, hard to get on. This part, this little hook piece here, sits against the rim like this. I'm going to flip it around. And this little flat hooky piece hooks against the tire, and you use that to pry the tire up over the lip of the rim, which I'm going to have to do here shortly after I pull this tire off. I think I pinched both my tubes, all my tubes, when I put these tires on the other day. So I have new tubes here hanging in my bag on the end of the workbench here. So that's what's happening today, is I'm putting some tubes in my bike. And I don't fake these videos because I'm a wuss right now. So bigger tires are hard. I'm going to be doing a video shortly to show some tricks on how to get some tires on. And once I get this tire off the rim, I'll kind of give a little bit of a demonstration of what that video is going to be about. But ideally, as the tire gets hard to pull over the rim, if you can put the bead of the tire, kind of squeeze it in and set it towards the middle of the rim, and kind of push the tire around with your hands, it'll push the tire so you have a little bit more room to pop the tire on at the very end. They do make bigger bead jack tools, and they also make these, which are tire pliers. I have my downhill bike. This is the only way I can get my tires on that rim, is with these things. And this might be something that you might want to look into. I can send you a link for these later on today. I'll send it through Instagram. It's probably the easiest way. For your tires, this might be the way to go. They open up nice and big, like that's 4 or 5 inches. I have to do metric math in my head. It's too early for that. I haven't finished all my purple energy drink yet. I'm gonna keep walking away because I forget to grab the tools that I need. Tire levers are absolutely amazing. So right now, I'm kind of doing the opposite of mounting the tire. I'm trying to put it in the center bead. So when I try to get the tire lever underneath it, I'll have a bit more room to work with. So I've got a nice little bead here. Oh, and these are really tight, so I need a second tire lever, which I have no idea where they are. Oh, somebody's rhino leg wheel. So part of today, I'm getting a little sidetracked, just because I have to rant about this. Yeah, no, not a problem. Like I said, these videos are always available for rewatch, so I'm gonna rant anyway. For sure, sounds good. I should be on for quite a while. The owner's fiance should be in later, but I'll be here. Anyway, don't worry about it. You can watch later if you do miss it. I leave them up all the time. So anyway, my rant. We recently, the owner, Steve, and I have been doing a really good job of trying to keep the shop organized and cleaned. Steve is currently out of town, and I come back to this. Oops, up, down, down, up. Okay, the chips are mine, the purple drink's mine. There's not much purple drink left. Rockstar! I had this entire counter completely cleared off, as well as had all of this organized and cleaned, and pretty much every tool up here has a place. It belongs somewhere. That tool I just took out, that tool I just took out. Everything else has been pretty much laying on the counter. That is my pet peeve, is not having an organized workspace. It really sucks to have to look around to find tools that you need, especially if there's a place for them. I like staying organized, so 90% of the time I will work on a bike. I pull out this tool, and then once I'm done, I pull the bike down, I take the tools that I used, I put them back in their slot. Even if I know the next bike that I put up on the stand is going to use all those same tools, I put them away. So if for some reason I put a bike on the stand and I'm here by myself and then I've got to go help customers and then I got to do something else, I don't have to come back and guess where those tools are in case I put them somewhere and I just don't remember. I know that they're always going to be in the right place. I build just about anything, man. It's I do a lot of repair work mostly. I don't do any real custom bikes often. We do a lot of stuff. I do motorized bikes. I build some pretty high-end race bikes. I build high-end mountain bikes for kind of anything. I'll put together a box store bike. I'm not a bikeist, if that's a word. We've got no judgments against bikes other than some bikes are definitely superior to others when it comes to how they're manufactured and the parts that go into them. But in general, yeah, if it's I love working on bikes to the point where if there's a bike available to be worked on, I'll work on it. I work on my friends' bikes. I work on whatever's available. If you bring a bike into the shop that you paid $20 for from somewhere down the road and you're having problems, I will do my best to fix it. But I'll also give you my honest opinion on whether or not certain aspects of the bike are worth fixing or spending a lot of money on. Yes, if that's all you have and that's what you need, I'll do my best to get you back on the road and riding again. But I will warn you ahead of time that some of these things aren't going to last. So, but yeah, so that's the world of bikes, and in my world is I'll work on anything. I've got no problems. I got green lights on my bike. You probably can't see them on the video. They do light up a bit. Anyway, so I get distracted easily. I have some ADD issues. I'm also losing tools, so give me 1 second. This was my discussion about putting away tools. I wasn't the last one here, and I put my tools away most of the time. So currently, I am doing a bit of a tire swap, tube swap at this point. Which are always fun. Oh, my arm. So my current issue is I still have very little strength in my right arm and my right shoulder. So doing some of this stuff is a little bit tricky. Hello.
How are you?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Good, good. I just came to get my bike. I think I talked to
Jason.
Yes, yes.
He said, just come get your bike because you have
Yeah.
another one here.
I have that one that
Yep.
needs, yeah.
And he says when everything comes in, we'll just take care of it
Oh,
from
okay,
there.
okay. So I brought one or two. Okay, I'll hang on to this.
Yep, just hang on to that for now.
Okay.
And yep, that can be
Did you check my wheel? Was it
I
okay?
think he checked over everything. He said it's ready to go. I came in pretty much after you left.
Okay, because my tire is the second tube I had.
Uh-oh. Yeah, so he probably checked over everything.
Yeah, because this wheel, it was a little bit off that, it got whacked by a mailbox.
Ooh.
Actually, my sister ran into the mailbox with it.
Okay.
And I had 2 tubes replaced in my tool.
Gotcha. Yeah, so he probably looked over it, and if it happens again, just let us know. We'll welcome.
Have a blessed day.
Thank you. You too. Bike shop life. So put a tire or something. Oh, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. There it is. I'm losing my mind. And bike parts. So this tube went flat. I don't know if there's a hole in it or these tubes are old. They're probably about as old as I've had the bike. I've had the bike for about 4 years now. I've considered selling it. I'm not big into road biking, but I do have a friend who that's kind of what he's been doing, is riding on the road with me. And I don't know if anybody knows this trick, but if you're looking for a small leak, like super overinflate the tire, or the tube, sorry. And typically you'll find your little leaks. I think my leak is coming from my valve. I'm almost 90% sure it's coming from the valve. But this'll date my riding a little bit. You guys will like these. Price point. I guess I could say it's no longer an ad for them since they've been out of business for quite a while now. I think I paid less than $1 for these. I ended up doing free shipping because I must have bought a few hundred tubes. It's a bit overkill. I didn't think I would ever need that many, but like I said, I work on anything. I like to have these things available, whether it be for me or somebody else. But as of today, it's for me. Get these 25C tires going on my 1980s road bike here. I've been told that I might like it better with better tires because I was running Continental Gator skins on it. I've never had any problems with my Gator skins, so it might be a bit of a toss-up here to see if it's really worth it. Anyway, so on the topic of riding, my buddy had hip surgery less than a year ago, and he's got a nice kind of like comfort hybrid that he's been riding. And originally we were like, oh yeah, use that for now, and as you start getting a little bit faster, maybe we'll consider swapping out bikes or So I've been riding my single speed dirt jumper on the road with him because he was worried that he'd be slowing me down, and I'm like, no, that's not a problem. I'm lazy and I hate riding really fast anyway. So that's what I've been riding with him. Well, after like a week of riding, I started having issues keeping up with him. The gearing on my dirt jumper kind of has me maxing out at probably pushing somewhere around like 80 or 90-ish RPM, kind of peaking out at about 17.5 miles an hour. And he's regularly riding about 17 miles an hour, which means I am just spinning to death to try to keep up with him on that thing. It's great that I can go that fast on it, but it kind of sucks that I have to spin so hard. And with a single gear, I have no real option. So going uphill sucks, going downhill, I run out of speed, so he can jump a couple of gears and leave me in his wake or his dust or whatever we want to call it. All right, Bead Jack Tool done. This might be kind of hard to do on video. I'm gonna try to pan this down real quick. So it's a little bit more. So yeah, riding with him is it's been a lot of good for both of us to get out and ride more. So on the bead, hop it up and over. I kind of work towards the valve. The valve has the least amount of room to play with here. It might be a little loud a couple times. Sorry, I can't really look at the camera and do this at the same time. Jeez, how did I get this on in the first place? Alright, so now I'm emptying pretty much all the air out of this tube. starting from the back end, pushing it down through, pushing around, try to get as much. Oh, of course it goes on mostly nicely this time. Hate my life. Tires make me look silly. Some days I have no issues, other days tires hate me. So 25C tires, that's what's going on this bike, and it actually looks like I might have room for a little bit wider, so at some point I might get a hold of something a little bit wider. I'm not a road racer, I'm not trying to go super fast, I'm just trying to ride as comfortably as possible. So boom, there it is. I changed out tire. Changed out. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet today. It is probably close to 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point. Come on, tire. Come on, wheel. Come on, other thing. And on we go. I don't know why I loosened this in the first place. So just whoop, go the other way. Turn. Quick little advice on quick releases, no pun intended. They should feel snug at about the halfway point. At that point, you should have to apply a bit of pressure using the palm of your hand. They should leave a bit of an imprint in the palm of your hand to push them shut. And that is your quick release knowledge for the day. They should be firm yet something. I don't know. We talked about this earlier with somebody else. It was an interesting topic. So that's kind of my daily rant was about not keeping a shop clean and organized, especially when you are sharing a workbench with somebody else. I did leave cans in there. At least I rinsed them out, I hope. I don't always rinse out my cans. I forget sometimes. So keep the work area clean, especially if you got to share it, especially just in general. I know I like walking into shops that have nice, clean, organized work areas. It's Wednesday. The last time the shop was swept or vacuumed was probably Wednesday or Thursday last week, because I was here and I did it, which means after I end this live stream, I'm going to finish pumping up this tire all the way. I'm going to go vacuum the shop because it looks dirty and it needs to be done. And then I'm going to eat lunch because I'm really hungry. But I don't know, I'm hungry and I'm starting to. So anyway, what's this button do? I swear I'm a little bit ADD. Ooh, colors. Oh, disco. Okay, this is cool. I might have to play with these later. I don't know how to talk like 70s bad film era. Geez, these are cool. So live today at today's press conference, today. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Sorry. We will go with that for now because it pops a little bit. I like it. Don't mind my silliness. I had Rockstar grape, killer grape, not even just regular grape, killer grape. Energy drink and no food. Makes for a silly Paul. Anyway, so I'm going to finish up my bike and get some food. And I've got a video coming up Sunday. I will give you a bit of advice on what it might be, because I never know. My computer's been acting a little funny at home, so I'm hoping to get out the video that I'm planning on getting out. But my piece of advice is always be honest about the condition of your bike. Always. whether or not it be when you bring the bike to the shop or you're selling it or just in general. If somebody asks how something happened, if you know, tell them. We're not going to judge you. Well, I might judge you a little bit if you did something really silly. No, I won't, I promise. Just be honest with them, because it helps us to troubleshoot better. Yeah, I don't want to spend 4 hours on your bike when it would have taken me 15 minutes if you just told me what you did that was causing the issue. So be honest. Be honest when you're selling too. Don't hide anything about your bike. Yeah, and that's it. So thanks for the people who joined me during today's live stream. It ran about as long as I was expecting it to, which is odd. The shop was kind of quiet today, but so next week I'm hoping to have some type of instructional video, maybe just some random tool on the wall. If anybody sees any random tools on the wall that they're like, hey, what's that? How do you use it? Let me know in the comments below, and I will do my best to try to at least show off the tool and explain what it is. If I have the ability to give you a demonstration of what it does, I'll try. Bead Jack Tool was today's topic of discussion, which actually didn't need it. This went on way better than it should have. The front tire might be a different story. I don't know yet. But yeah, so that was today's live stream. Thanks for those of you who joined me. Please remember to subscribe. Every subscription helps. If you don't like this video, that's cool. Give it a thumbs down. Let me know why. I ramble a lot. If you did like this video, thumbs up. Thumbs up are great. Ignore my not working finger. Comments, love comments. Leave comments below. Leave comments. You know what? What kind of bikes do you ride? Let me know in the comments below what kind of bike you ride and how often you actually bring it to your mechanic and what you bring it for. There's a whole list. A lot of things. I like to know stuff. And yeah. Share my other videos. Go check out my other videos. A lot of them are riding. I am working towards an instructional series coming up soon to go over some basic bike maintenance and things to do. Things that you should do before you bring them to your mechanic and things that you can do on your own if you have to. Trailside repair, roadside repair, on the road into things. Like I said, I'm not huge into road biking, but I know some of you are. Some of you like to ride road bikes. I don't know how to make a road bike video look interesting. Granted, apparently some of my mountain bike videos aren't interesting either, so if you want to check out my old channel, I did a bridge climb with a friend of mine, mostly playing with my new camera to look at GPS function and map function and speed function and all those other fun things. I guess that might be a fun way to make road riding a little bit more interesting. But I'm going to sign off now because I'm still rambling. Later on, I am going to place a video here in the open slot playlist of Bailey playlist. Yeah, Bailey Mountain playlist. That'll be a fun playlist. And down here, I am going to let YouTube suggest a video for you. Somewhere around here will be a subscription button. Click that, hit subscribe, and I'll see you all on Sunday. So thanks for pedaling with me. Thanks for hanging out during my live stream, and have a great day.